Alrighty, hello everyone, and welcome to Zenith Online Racing. It is the brand new Tier 3 tonight on this beautiful Wednesday evening. I am All Maverick, and I'll be taking you through tonight's proceedings by myself. And if you're watching the Tier 1 race on Monday night, my voice is very familiar, as I only made 3 laps because my wheel decided to throw itself off of a building and not want to work, so I joined big in the box. But it's a very long story. It was working today, so hopefully I won't have to be in the comms box for Tier 1 anytime soon. But the brand new Tier 3 brought in this season to kind of give the abundance of reserves from what I saw, to give them a full-time seat and for them to get some racing in. So it's great to see, and I don't know if there will be a champion. If we'll call him the impromptu champion, but there was only 6 races left when they started last week, so this is only round number 2. And as you can see, Ace Hayden there, 159.4 in this full wet condition Singapore Grand Prix, the Marina Bay Street Circuit. A beautiful track, a very fun track. It's my favorite street circuit on the calendar. And Hayden's teammate, Full Throttle, sets a 2-minute 4.8 for P2 on the timetable. Man, I can't speak. I can't think of words tonight. So you weren't here last week. It's pretty easy to go over the results of last week because it was the first race, so I could just look at the championship standings. Wreck Driver 007, Ace Hayden, and Porchy Dude were your podium finishers, 1 through 3 respectively. And then Gin and Juice, USGT, K-Glock, JJ, Grim Reaper, Lucky Mafia, and actually no. Oh, excuse me, JJ was the last person to score points. So yeah, only the top 7 have scored points so far. And yeah, so that's the championship order, which was also the finishing order last week, so it's pretty easy to go by that. But we'll continue on and speak of JJ over around the final corner. And he'll go P2 with a 2-minute 1.1. So far, Hayden, the only person to set a lap time under the 2-minute mark, 2.6 seconds ahead of JJ. So I guess the early favorite in qualifying is right now. That lap time was a 2-minute 0.4. However, he was invalid, so it does not count. As Hayden will get to start another lap. It's the Alfa Romeo of Shea Hardman pulling into the pit lane. I'm getting some chat notifications, so yeah. Give me a second to pull those up. So wet quality. Puff says he loves me. I love you too, even though you took the constructors from me last season. I love you too. I know you told Biggie to take me out, but that's alright. Let's see. Who's on the lap here? Get that into fear mode. As Red Eye would be the next one to cross the line, but he's lost all of his front wing. He's gotta be careful to not put it in the wall somewhere. We'll pull into the pit lane and whack as well. I think that was Wreck Driver starting his lap. That was the Mercedes of Glock, actually. setting a 2-minute 1.6. And let's see what Hayden can do. I haven't watched him. We saw him start this lap. Look at that. The end of the lap, the ERS's limit was at about 90%, so you're not really using it. It just slides across the line to 56.9. That's probably faster than I can do in the dries. Well, not really. But, interesting. Two drivers, Grim Reaper and Red Eye, have gone onto the inters. So we might be having a change of conditions here in the final 7 minutes of this qualifying session. So possibly we might have one of these scenarios that I love, is where the last person out will get pole position. I love those scenarios because then it's mind games of who dares to go out latest. I love it. It's awesome. Ooh. That's private jet in the wall. And out of the session. I was going to go on board with him because he was going to be the next one to cross the line. But I guess he won't make it to the line. And at worst, he'll start last position as he has not set a time yet. There's an abundance of guys who haven't set a time yet. That was Alfa Romeo. Grech driver just came across the line. He's now the second guy to go into, I shouldn't say into, but under the 2-minute mark. 158.7. So Hayden's now got company, but he's still, what is that, 2 seconds? Just about 1.8 seconds off of Hayden's time, as Hayden hasn't validated this lap. I do wonder... Okay, now that I'm seeing more people on the inters, I am starting to believe that it is dangerous conditions, but it still looks like it's just pouring down rain, so I really don't know at this point. Yeah, this is going to get really interesting. I think that's the Ferrari Grim Reaper starting his lap. I was on board with Grim Reaper here. Through turn number 3 and now up the gears down into my favorite corner, turn number 4. Keeping off the curve, keeping the revs low. Now under the bridge here, it is dry. The rain does stop. Now into turn number 6, uses the curb, uses all the curb. Down into turn 7. Just keep the revs low. You don't want to spin now. Turn 8 now, the old Singapore sling. Over that chicane. Now just a semi-quick left-hand in the drive. Very tricky now. Up and over the Anderson Bridge. Into the hairpin, nearly into the corner. I've hit that wall, not in league racing, but just just in time trial or career mode. It's not fun. And the second DRS is right there. And now what I like to call the bus stop chicanes. And you go around this sort of stadium section as well. Just deep into the entry. Right in front of the grandstands. Now hang a lap, go under the grandstands. That's got to be some pretty expensive seats if you ask me. Now through the DHL chicane, the official logistics partner of Formula One. Let's see if they'll pay into that. Now through the final corners, I believe it's 20 and 21 on these last 2 corners. Up a little hill and across the line, Grim Reaper goes up into second place, just being out Red Driver. A 58.4, so now we have 3 guys under the 8-minute mark. He's lap time was just a bit quicker than someone on the wets, as Red Eye has actually gone on the pole position so far with 3 minutes to go, and that lap time is going to get invalidated as soon as it was started. He's got enough time to get back, but it will be his final lap if he does. So now I think the inters are quicker. But some guys still staying out on the wets. Hardman, JJ, and Glock, they are on the wets still. Nicholas Weck, I think it was someone else who's on the wets and I just missed it. Sorry, full throttle. He's got his teammate coming, so he's got to get out of the way. I can give him a little slipstream. And that's a Haas in the wall. That's JJ at the bus stop chicanes. So he's got to watch out for the AlphaTauri. Let's hope. That was JG Fishing. So let's hope he wasn't on the lap. He can start another one. Really tight line to the final corner. Yeah, 59.9. I feel like that lap was a bit compromised by the slow JJ, who did put it in the wall. The Ferrari, and the only Ferrari to Grim Reefer is next to come across the line. Keeps the revs down. He holds up on the P3 at the 56.8. It's only like a second and a half. It just doesn't move you up much. That's Porchy Dude and Moreno. That's the purple sector 3 as well. Don't know how true that is. But he's up into P2. I think that might have been the McLaren. And that wasn't the McLaren Temporizum, who did not set a lap time, so that lap was invalid. Reefer shooting past ZG523. A lot of new names. Renaults are double stepping in the pit lane. Qualifying Hayden. He's 2.2 seconds up in the third sector as he comes across the line, and Hayden will retake his Nissan pole with a 53.1. It was about a 3-second improvement, so yes, the inters are the tires to be on. I think that was the other Renault. GP Colin across the line. That was Nicholas. And now the other Red Bull of full throttle. He's going to come across the line to start his lap. And his final lap, I do believe. These will all be the final laps. Ooh, that is Z5G. PWR Silence retired in the pit lane, not setting a lap time. So for Zoom, he is quickest sector 2, just sliding it through down that little mini straight into the bus stop chicanes. Qualifying is over. Grim Reaper, he shoots up to P3. And now Tempora Zoom, he was quickest sector 2. Oh, and he's invalidated somewhere in the bus stop, and he's lost it through the DHL chicane. So he will start P15. And ZG5, who left the pit lane just a bit too late, couldn't get it done. He couldn't get around in time. Hayden's coming through the bus stop. He's 7/10 quicker on this lap. Just keeping the revs low. Nice and steady. Through the final corner, what can he do? The 52.4, and it is going to be pole position for Ace Hayden, unless Nicholas or Drew Reefer have anything to say about it. Nicholas did not seem to go full throttle down the little mini straight. Then there's GP Colin, who goes up into P6, gets out to P7, and gets bumped down to P7 as the Wreck Driver goes up to P3. Full throttle across the line, he'll jump up to P8. Nicholas, he's going to pull the pit lane, so he was on the slowdown lap. Grim Reaper has invalidated, and USGT JG Fishing runs a bit wide at the final corner. Lap will stand, and there was a small improvement, but with P9. And I believe that is qualifying. Oh no? It should be. As ZG5 crossed the line. After qualifying was over, so. Alright. Okay. So, Hayden takes pole position by an astonishing 2.2 seconds. And Nicholas Weck is going to be on the second grid spot right next to Hayden. Wreck Driver in P3. Grim Reaper takes P4. Then Porchy Dude, Red Eye, GP Colin, ZG5 Full Throttle, USGT Fishing, Shay Hardman, JJ Glock, Private Jet, Tempora Zoom, and PWR Asylum is from P5 to P15, or P16, sorry. And that's qualifying. Hopefully the race is dry. Okay. Seems to be dry for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and change some audio settings real quick. Alright, so, predicted AWS strategies, 2-stop, soft, medium, and soft. So it is free tire choice. So let's see what everybody starts on. And pretty decent split between the mediums and the softs. I think medium hard is the better strategy. So let's see. Oh, it's not working. I got one more fix. Okay. Oh. Oh, that settings. Okay. I'm getting coached. Okay. Alright. Hopefully that's better. let me go. Let me go up one. Not race director. Fuck. Oh boy. Okay. Alright, that's a bit better. Alrighty. I've been doing this for over a year. You think I get it down. And I guess I don't. Alright, so Hayden, Wreck Driver, Grim Reaper, Porchy Dude, GP Colin, USGT, Hardman Private Jet, and Asylum all on the mediums. And everybody else is on the soft compounded tires. And no one going for the long strategy of the hards, which is very interesting to me. At least I find it interesting. But as of right now, everyone in their driver slots. 5 lights are on. And it's lights out, and we are racing. Well, there we go. Lights went out for me, but it didn't seem to go out for everybody else. Hayden leads into turn 1, but Nicholas is going to give him a fight down into turn number 3. They're side by side, and Nicholas shoots up the inside. But Hayden has the switchback speed, and he'll take over P1 once again. Nicholas still trying to hold it in through turn number 4. That's Grim Reaper, I think, getting position on Wreck Driver. Here comes Porchy Dude in the Renault. He's got the inside line under the bridge. He'll get the position into P4. A bit of argy-bargy through the kink of the second straight. And Porchy Dude will hang out to the position. And it seems like... oh, yellow flag sector 2. That seems to have been... oh, I thought I might have saw someone around, but it seems like everybody has gotten through. Some wing damage there for JJ in the Haas. So he's definitely going to have to come in and get that repaired. The ZG5 has made a move on Red Eye. So good move there as yellow flag sector 2. Has someone gone around this time? It's Tempora Zumi has gone around. Pretty early in the corner, so I'm wondering if he did get a tap. It's easy to hit the inside on the hairpin. He wasn't past the corner, so I'm wondering if he did get tapped. Hayden back up at the front has already pulled out that second gap of DRS. So he should be good from any sort of attack from Hayden. That's Full Throttle, who's gone not into the wall, just really slow. I thought maybe he would have put it into the wall there going under the grandstands, but he seems... I don't know. That was interesting. Maybe he was backing up. Maybe he didn't. He was backing up. So Red Eye pulls into the pits. Oh, excuse me, to get a wing change, most likely. His GP Colin, I guess, has made up a position. He's kind of on his own here. Oh, that was Porchy Dude. Okay. Got it. Oh, man. Alright, so everything seems to have sorted itself out. I'm used to saying that because of the timing table glitch. That doesn't happen anymore. Ooh! That's Hardman in the wall. And that is major wing damage, and I am shocked he is still in this race, because that was a really hard hit. And that wing damage is going to cost him the better most of probably 40 seconds on this lap time. And he started on the medium, so that is a killer to his strategy. Private Jet has gone on the hards as well, and it wouldn't surprise me if Hardman does the same there. Right now, it seems our closest battle, I'm going to get the intervals up, seems to be Wreck Driver right on the back of Grim Reaper. Oh, he's actually really close. Down the front straight into turn 1. Wreck Driver brakes that much later, and he'll get P4 away from Grim Reaper. And everybody making up some positions as ZG5 is pulled into the pits. And now Hardman will pull into the pits as well. Red Eye picks up another time penalty. Oh no, that's just one. Okay, I thought I saw his name come up or earlier. So it seems like we're having these sort of two-car trains. Nothing too much. If you want a big train, you could kind of say from GP Colin back to Full Throttle, but they're really spread apart from Glock to JJ. So you can call it a train if you want, because they're all kind of at the same part of the track, but it just doesn't look like it to me. As Wreck Driver now, he's got the clear air. He's sort of pulled away. 1.5 seconds in a lap. That's a pretty good gap to pull out, if you ask me. Oh, and that's Asylum into the wall. And a VSC, actually. Yeah. There's some wing pieces on the racing line, so I don't blame that VSC for coming out. Or Mylander sitting in the garage like, well, why didn't you send me out? What the hell? Alright. It's VSC, yeah, VSC. VSC biddy biddy. Should be ending soon. Watching the watching the timetables very closely right now to see if anybody gets that DT or that drive-through. So VSC has now ended back to racing speed, and no one's picked up a drive-through. It's a very good job, very disciplined men we have here in not turn 3, tier 3. As the two Williams have pit, Silent and Red Eye. And it seems Portuguese caught up to the back of Nicholas here. It's JJ and Glock going at it through the bus stop chicane. JJ got ahead, I believe, off that second DRS straight. Let's see if Glock can fight this back. He's sliding all over the place. And I'd imagine these tires have already gone off. Because Tier 1 had wets. Not wets, but it was raining, but we were still on slicks. Well, I shouldn't say we, I should say everybody else, because I did 5 corners. And everyone was saying that the tires were really going off early. And you wouldn't really expect that for being wet conditions and still on slicks. You'd think the tire would be a bit less, but it's not. And there goes Glock around into turn 3. So yeah, these tires have to be going off. I don't see any blistering on the front tires, but when he's gone around again, the tire's now just super heated up, and that's not going to help there. That wheel spin, trying to get the car going. He's going to have to take it easy for about half a lap if he's going to want things to get to normal, and that is Private Jet, who spun it out of the DHL chicane. He's right next to the pit lane, so that should help, but he's going to have to come in and fit another set of mediums as Hardman goes right on through. Picks up a time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And Private Jet has picked up a time penalty for exceeding track limits. That seems a bit unfair as he was just pulling in the pit lane. So that wouldn't surprise me if that gets removed, and that is Full Throttle around coming out of the second DRS straight. So a lot of guys having issues at this part of the track. It's a little three-car train here between Portudude, Nicholas, and Wreck Driver. Now they can kind of work together. They could possibly close in on Hayden if they use everything to their advantage. And kind of just use the DRS to push themselves to Hayden. Oh, as Nicholas has made a mistake. That lets Wreck Driver get up the inside through the Singapore sling. And oh, and that's Williams around. That's Asylum. And another virtual safety car. So that's 2 virtual safety cars in 6 laps. Now I'm starting to feel like I'm getting the luck of Packer right now in terms of safety cars coming out. And Asylum gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. I would imagine that if the soft runners are near the pit lane, they would pit. DRS has been enabled. So is the virtual safety car in? It is. Okay. And no one is pitting, so no one takes my advice, which is probably a good thing. And Williams there, getting out of the way of the lead cars. Actually ghosting. So Hayden's pulled out a small gap from that, as that is a Alfa Romeo around of Hardman. And some more wing damage on his Alfa Romeo. And Hardman's actually left the session. It's a big shame, and let's hope he can return and retire the car on track, or not on track, in the pit lane. So Wreck Driver's still on the back of Portudude. Yeah, Nicholas, I mean, he's on those softs and he's lost 3 seconds. 3.5 seconds when the guy's ahead since Wreck Driver got past, so you gotta think those softs are going off now. As Glock picks up a penalty for exceeding track limits or quarter cutting, one of the two. Yeah, those softs, they're gone. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull in the pits. Put on a fresh pair of mediums if he's doing the 2-stop, which I believe, oh, excuse me, is the almost, should be, I think it should be the strategy everybody uses. Private Jet picks up a penalty, so everybody from 11th down has gotten a penalty. So I've actually never seen that before, where it's everybody but the fronts. That's interesting. So Portudude still hasn't shaken Wreck Driver off of his tail. Oh, and a safety car. Oh. Oh boy. Oh no. I think I know what happens. Oh boy. And that earns you a one-way ticket to the steward's office. Well, you'll meet the wrath of... Wait. You'll meet... Alright, I found it. You'll meet the wrath of Josh, as Joshua's the steward. And Tempora Zoom is actually retired. What? Oh. Whoa, okay. That's interesting. So actually I think mostly everyone is coming to the pits. Except for USGT, who stayed out. But Hayden and Portudude have gone on to the hards. They are far enough ahead where they were able to keep their positions. Wreck Driver comes up behind USGT. But being on the fresh hards, he should get around him pretty easily. And Nicholas as well has lost a few positions. Actually, no, he stayed where he was. He lost one position. This is interesting. Nothing like a if I put this the way I was gonna say, it wasn't gonna sound nice. So leave it to an accidental safety car to spice things up. That's usually what happens. You need safety cars to spice up racing. What they're meant to do. When they happen like this, and it's kind of like, well, now we'll never know what would have happened. It's gonna be one long race. I don't even have a good drink to get me through this. I can't drink legally, but I have like this flavor stuff you put in water. It's supposed to be like lemon lime flavor, and it tastes like a flat Sprite. It's pretty bad. My mom ordered some. She's like, "Oh, do you want to try it?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll give it a shot," and it's bad. So now I don't know what to do with it. I'm just gonna leave it down here and let it rot. But we'll see what happens. So USGT pulls into the pits. I was wondering why people were gaining positions. And it seems like he is going to hop onto the hard compounded tires to take those to the end of the race, as I can imagine everybody else is. Full Throttle picks up a penalty under the safety car, which I think is one of the dumbest things in the game. Because what do you have to gain by cutting corners under safety car? I'm sure there's an answer, but to me it's just stupid. And then sometimes you can't even get it removed because some leagues have it where if it was like an instant penalty, then yeah, you can get it removed. But if it was like if you're on like your third warning or whatever, you can't get it removed. I'm like, what do I have to gain? Especially when you're lined up in a train like this and you just actually have to cut a corner. It's stupid. Sure, Bones. Maybe when I go live up in my dorm again, I'll do some of that. Beer league might actually be beer league now, you know, for me. Might actually be beer league instead of me drinking a water or Red Bull. Then I won't be beer league champion anymore. I won't be Beercules. I haven't called my Beercules in forever. I won't be Beercules anymore. Because I'll lose. I'll lose to Drunk Puff. That's like a low. That's an all-time low for me. Anyway, should go racing. I don't think Asylum is that far back. Fastest lap. Okay, fastest lap is 47 seconds, guys. Oh man, that's awesome. Fastest lap legally is Hayden with a 1 minute 40.666. Not gonna say it out. Full throttle's actually spun. ZG5 has left the session. Everything's cracking off here. Talking about beer league and everybody drives like it's beer league. "47 seconds. I've seen some glitches in my time, but that's hilarious. Because I never look at fastest lap. I only look because someone asked. Full throttle gets a penalty for or drive-through for falling too far back. That is just salt in the wound for the kind of racing he's had tonight. But yeah. But should catch up. I think it was kind of stupid that he got it. I mean, he spun. There's nothing you can do. I mean, unless you set a 47-second lap time, then sure. I mean, you can't even do that at Austria. I don't think there's even like the short tracks that we have in this game. I don't think any of them you can lap in 47 seconds. That's great. I'm glad I saw that. That's awesome. He cut across the bay. Well, you know the corner coming up is right next to the other corner, so they might have just cut across there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay. Well, it's gonna get interesting. Safety car, I think, is in this lap. It's left Hayden in the dust. That's probably something someone hasn't said in a very long time, is leaving Hayden in the dust. But we'll get back to racing. There are some penalties that will have to be served. Full throttle will have to take a drive-through in the first 3 laps. Nicholas has actually picked up a 5-second penalty for severe collision. I think that was with ZG5 coming back into the session, but Hayden decides now is the best time to go. He will take them through to start lap 12. Porchy dude, he timed it perfectly. And the two Williams are around in the back. I think that was Red Eye. And Asylum's actually retired in the pit lane. Oh, as Hayden's clapped the wall there. Out of turn 5, there's no winning damage. But it's gotta be a momentum killer. Here comes Porch Dude. Will he break late? No. He just sits behind and waits for a better move. And JJ's picked up a penalty as well. But Porch Dude really putting on the pressure. Wreck Driver has found his way back up and on the gearbox of the drivers ahead. Silent has left the session. Everyone kind of keeping pace, I would say. Oh, and that is GP Colin into the wall at the Anderson Bridge. And he's going to have to come in and change that front wing. Those tires just not seeming like they were up to temperature. And just mounted the curb there just a bit too hard. Yeah, the front 5 kind of in a little train now. I had one of those moments where I looked at the lap count and I went, did I put this on a 50% race? And yes, I did. Just can't believe the IRL distance is 62 laps. That's insane. Porchy dude right on the back of Hayden. Through turn 5. I mean, oh, he's up the gearbox. I mean, he could probably... Oh, and he picks up a penalty, cutting the corner there just a little bit. Gains a 3-second time penalty. If Porchy was close enough to whip out his phone and take a picture of the gearbox of the Red Bull, they probably could have learned some stuff down at Red Bull, or down at Renault. Porchy, he's got to close this gap up, because he was close enough without DRS. Now with DRS enabled on the next lap, he's really going to be kicking himself if he couldn't stay in that gap. Because if he doesn't get DRS down that straight, look who's right behind him. Wreck Driver, Nicholas, Grim Reaper, they're right on him. And he'll be easy pickings because Porchy doesn't have DRS. But JJ as well in the back here for 6th place. Right on the back of Z5 or ZG5, who I don't believe is in the session. Oh, that was really close. I don't think he's in the session, so a little train back here for 8th block. USGT, GP Colin. Actually, not GP Colin. I think that's Hardman, the Alfa Romeo, who's not here. Wreck Driver lost a lot of time to Porchy dude. He wasn't able to catch. Oh, Nick just nearly lost it, but kept it there. That was a great save, but he goes deep. He hits the George Russell wall, and he's picked up some damage. So more troubles for Nicholas. He's dropped down to P5 as Grim Reaper gets past. Wreck Driver now trying to gain back that time on Porchy dude. Yeah, Nicholas, he's got to come in. He's got to fix that wing damage. Because I think he has wing damage. I don't know. Yeah, it's gone. I only call it the George Russell walls because that's where Grosjean put Russell on the wall. 2019. So... if I'm going to call that the George Russell wall, now I need to call the chicane there the Nelson Piquet chicane. If we're being completely honest. So front three right around a second from each other. Portuguese actually closed in under a second there. So has there been a mistake from Hayden? No, seems fine. There's no wing damage, but he's lost about half a second. His Portuguese was out of DRS down into turn 6. Very interesting. That is the only Williams left of Red Eye off at the hairpin. Oh, Porchy dude, side by side, trying to get around Hayden. And they both don't have much ERS to play with. And that's Red Eye into the wall at the bus stop chicanes, and that's a VSC. Oh, I was ready to jump out of my seat, but that is the fourth version of a safety car we've had tonight, so we'll get one more, and then we won't get any. We'll be done. On JJ's picked up a time penalty for speeding under VSC. I believe Full Throttle also picked up a time penalty. Yeah, JJ Full Throttle, they have time penalties. But Porchy dude, he's found some speed. He's caught back up to Hayden. He made a move into turn 5. He's got 3 seconds, so if he's going to want to win, he's got to get past him. Nicholas picks up a penalty. And Wreck Driver, he's kind of just hanging at the back. Very interesting here. We'll see if Porchy dude can get an exit. Try to make another overtake on Hayden, or try to make another overtake on Hayden. Not using as much track as Hayden ahead. But they've just got no ERS to play with. I mean, Porchy dude, I mean, he was under 10%. And Hayden doesn't have much more either. So if Wreck Driver can kind of just stay with them and save up ERS, he can really put the charge on. Try to get ahead of these guys. Oh, Hayden goes deep. Porchy sees an opportunity. He's trying to force Hayden into another error. He almost does there. And this has allowed Wreck Driver to catch up. He's about 1.2 seconds going into the second sector. Porchy dude trying to just find a way around Hayden. See what kind of run he gets out of turn 4 here. It's just about the same as Hayden, but like I've been saying, they just got no ERS to play with. No one's going to have any significant overspeed as Hayden. Defensive into turn 6. Porchy tries to go around the outside. Can he get the switchback done? And a full safety car. And that's ZG5 into the wall. And JJ's come out behind the safety car. He should be allowed to get past here. I want to see where he is. Oh, he's been Ocon. He's been Ocon, hasn't he? Oh, man. So the race has been yellow flagged again. I really do feel like Packer in 5 safety cars, and no one here to and no one here to cover it with me. I don't know. That doesn't really matter. Anyway, so Hayden's going to pull into the pits. Porchy Dude is going to follow him. So will Wreck Driver, Grim Reaper as well. Nicholas too. I don't think he's repaired his wing damage. Oh, and Hayden gets a penalty for a severe collision with Porchy Dude. Oh, man. So things couldn't get more interesting. Wow, okay. So since Hayden was ahead, he must have just been really slow going into the pit lane. And you can't be too terribly slow. You have to keep a consistent speed. That's interesting. Wreck Driver has actually jumped Hayden. I think mostly because Hayden had to change his wing. I don't know why Hayden would have to change his wing. Because he was leading. Unless he got wing damage somewhere. I don't know. 57 messages in chats. Wow. I don't think he served it right away because they did have the wing. They had the guy with the wing standing there. Oh. Okay. Alright. Oh man, that's a cable was. Yeah, Hayden never served it. He's got 5 seconds. Porchy Dude has 8. Alright, let's check Race Director. Yeah, so Porchy got a 5-second time penalty as well. Well, we can check incidents. Ooh. Let's see here. Well, a lot of warnings. A lot of warnings. Yeah, so they both got penalties for hitting each other. And JJ got a penalty as well for speeding in the pit lane. So interesting. So I never saw that Porchy Dude got a penalty, so that's interesting to me. So who's in a great position right now is Grim Reaper. I don't think he had a fresh pair of mediums to go to like the front runners did. But he's in a really good position if he can just keep those hards just going, really, and just stick with them. You just stick within 8 seconds of Porchy Dude. He should have this, you know, he will win on penalties, so he's in a really good position right now, I would say. So is GP Colin, who's made a nice recovery here. Or actually, oh no, oh, huh. I thought he was like right behind the safety car and waiting to get his lap back or something. Oh man. Yeah. So Puff makes a good point. It's kind of the Ted Kravitz right now. USGT JJ and Full Throttle have gone onto the softs. And 11 laps, 10-11 laps on the softs. Yeah, that's a big ask. I'll agree with you on that one. Can we get some Let's Get Digital in the chat? That'd be awesome. Because it's time to get digital. So everyone's here. Everyone should be caught up. All except for JJ, who's kind of a bit behind here. Let's just call Puff Ted. Yeah, that's great. Alright, let's see if the safety car goes in. Vern Mylander has been out. He's done Too many laps. And yes, safety car will be in this lap. So Portudude has the field under his belt. He's in the number 3, which I didn't think you could have, but he's got it. Wreck driver right alongside. I think we're gonna have some sort of NASCAR restart here. Double file through the final corners. And Porchy pulls away. Hayden's alongside wreck driver already, but kind of backs off. And Portudude with an excellent restart. And JJ's been disqualified for not taking the drive-through penalty. So that is such a heartbreak. Nicholas has gotten around Grim Reefer in Yellow Flag Sector 1 for JJ's car. We've passed 5 safety cars, so there won't be another one. Yeah, Grim Reefer, I don't think those hards were ready. I don't think they were warm enough. Oh, as Nicholas really sends it in. Just trying to make up some time here. I'm going backwards, never mind. Hold on, there we go. So Porchy trying to extend as much of a gap as he can as Hayden tries to go around the outside of wreck driver at the hairpin. That was an ambitious move. And he's just not got the drive out of the corner. And right now Portudude should just be trying to get as much of a gap as he can back to Hayden. He's got to have 3 seconds on Hayden, or else Hayden will come away and win this race. He's got to have 8 seconds to Grim Reefer, but at the moment it seems like that's going to happen with the way that Grim Reefer is just falling off right now from this front pack. Hayden really sending it into these corners. He's trying to find as much speed as he can. That's a purple sector 3. Let's see what kind of drive Hayden can get down the first DRS straight here. See if we can get around wreck driver. Just, oh, he's lost it a little bit. He's tapped the wall as well. No wing damage for the Red Bull. And Nicholas just kind of lagging behind there. Let's take a look at the leaders. So right now the winner of the race would be GP Colin. Actually, no, it would still be Grim Reefer. Oh, I keep doing that. Hayden's just not finding the drive out of the slow corners to get around wreck driver. Yeah, Porchy, he's really pulled out on this lap. Please don't take that out of context. 1.5 seconds. Is Hayden really close to wreck driver this time? He'll have the DRS. They're at about the same ERS. But wreck driver won't have DRS. So let's see what happens here. Is he close enough? Wreck driver defends to the inside. Hayden just light brake. Late as you want and gets around wreck driver. Stunning move, if you ask me. Wreck driver put in the defense and just couldn't hold it. He must still have the Ricardo brakes on that Red Bull, because that was a late move there. foot was falling asleep. Anyway, so now Hayden can release everything he's got in that Honda engine, taking a lot of curb there. Wouldn't surprise me if that's a warning. And try to chase down the Renault of Porchy Dude. So Porchy's got 8 seconds, Hayden's got 5 seconds, Wreck Driver's got 3, Nicholas has 3, Glock has 6, Hardman has 3, and Full Throttle has 6 penalties, or 6 seconds of penalties, so that's your penalty situation. I'm not going to try to worry about the math right now, I'm just going to let them go. Let them battle it out. So here's something else. Everyone's scoring points. Most of the guys that finish, at least. Everyone will get a point, or at least a point. So if there's any motivation to keep going in this race, it's that you will score a point. And you can throw on the Evo strat and go on wets and still get a point. Yeah, Hayden's closed up that gap just a little bit. He's now within DRS. I don't think he had DRS on the straight. We'll have 6 laps to go as they cross the line. So right now with Porchy Dude's 8 seconds and Hayden's 5 seconds, Hayden will come away with the win. I think winning it on track would be more special to the Red Bull driver. He's got the ERS, but it's not enough. It's just like last time. It's not enough as Hayden sends it down the inside. Porchy Dude, nice defensive, just outbreaks him. And just holds the racing line on exit. So a really good job there from Porchy Dude, trying to defend this position for all he can. They're both derating. Nearly have 0% ERS. Wreck Driver behind. He hasn't got much more. You know, Hayden's got the speed. I think he's just got to not use ERS for a lap or two and get Porchy Dude then. He's just got to save it. Because you do recover it pretty well around this track. It's not as much as other tracks, but it's there. So close to the Renault through turn 3, and he got really close on the apex, but just not close enough on exit. As here comes Hayden once again, he just slots in behind, doesn't fancy the overtake now, doesn't want to stick his nose in just yet. Oh, he's touched him. A little bit of contact between the two. Hopefully they didn't give anybody wing damage, but Hayden to the inside. And a bit of contact, and that's Porchy Dude with wing damage. He's moved across Hayden, understandably frustrated, and just a move that I think should have waited. And now Porchy Dude is left more vulnerable than ever with the wing damage. He's going to be really slow. And the wind for Porchy Dude has almost been certainly thrown out of the window. He's going to continue on. I don't think pitting now for a wing change will really make a difference because Hayden's just going to get past him. If he can't get past him, then I guess this all kind of works out. But I mean, the wing damage, it's gonna hurt him through sector 2, where all the slow corners are. Oh my God, is that what I think it is? It's raining. The rain has started, and Hayden down the inside again. Porchy Dude just defends, more contact, more argy-bargy. And Porchy Dude holds on to the position. Now this is where he's going to struggle with the wing damage. Through Sector 2 and through the Singapore Sling. Look at the rain. We're getting some rain. Oh my God, this is awesome. Yeah, right here is where he's going to struggle the most. Through the Sling and over the bridge. That's where most of the time is going to be lost. Hayden holds back this time. He's just learning his lesson. Porchy Dude, he's doing a great job. I thought he would already been past by now with the wing damage. If it rains hard enough right now, we might see inters come into play on the last lap. It might be one of those things where you want to pit about a lap to go, because you'll just be so much quicker on the inters than you would on the slicks. So let's see if anybody takes a gamble with that. Wouldn't surprise me if someone does, but there's Hayden. Oh, and Porchy moves across, trying to cover the position. More argy-bargy. Porchy trying to hold it in there. Can he get the switchback done? He's just not got the downforce through that left-handed corner. And Hayden moves into the lead and will now storm away with this one. Wreck Driver right on the back of Porchy. Gets to the inside. Slams on the brakes side by side. Oh, and a bit of contact. And is that damage? That's not damage for Wreck Driver. I think Wreck Driver's got the speed definitely to get past Porchy Dude here. Yeah, now we're going to start to see the short shifting through the corners here to keep the revs low, keep the wheel spin down. See if Wreck Driver's got the speed down the front straight to get past Porchy Dude. He's going to have the grip advantage, really, through the first couple of corners here. It's right on back of the Renault. He should get it done here. He's got just a bit more ERS to play with. There goes Wreck Driver down the inside into turn number 5. Porchy Dude tries to hold it around the outside, but just can't get it done with the wing damage. And Wreck Driver up into P2. There was a nice air horn. Hayden pulls away. Still a bit more. And a lap of 29 to 30. Seems like everything's kind of settled down here. GP Colin close to the back of Grim Reaper, so let's see if GP can get around the Ferrari and make this a stunning Renault 3.5. You want to say that? The GP now slowly falling off the back of Grim Reaper as Hayden's actually picked up a penalty. Oh, so how much is that going to play into effect? He's got 8 seconds as well. So Porchy Dude is going to keep P3 as Nicholas is not close enough to win with Nick's penalty. I think he'd have to be 5 seconds. We're under 5 seconds to Porchy Dude, but now Wreck Driver is in a big position to steal away this win. Hayden's got to pull out 5 seconds if he wants to keep this win. And with the conditions as tricky as though it is, you don't really want to push that much. Oh, and there it is. As Hayden has wing damage. And that is the nail in the coffin. I doubt he'll get any more gap out of the car. And a big lockup going into the corner. DRS has been disabled, so now with DRS disabled, it does mean that the inters are faster than the slicks. Wreck Driver and Porchy Dude side by side into the PK chicane. Wreck Driver just sideways through the corner. Porchy Dude gets past him in a bit of contact there. Hayden has now pulled out that 5-second gap he needs. He's crawling through the DHL chicane. He's going to carry on. He doesn't see the pointing and pitting on the final lap and risking that. Will anybody take a gamble? It doesn't seem like it. They say it's the last lap. We might as well just stay out and keep our foot nice and steady on the throttle. Yeah, but Hayden, he's pulled out that 5-second gap he would need to Wreck Driver. His full throttle pulls out of the way for his teammate. A little bit of a Red Bull formation. Let's get this on camera. Maybe they'll give me a few Red Bulls. Lockups, man. And if you want to know what Tier 1 was driving like on Monday, this is exactly what it was. It was teetering on the edge of interest conditions. And we were still on slick, so... Oh, the gap is slowly coming down between Porchy and Hayden, but obviously they're even on penalties, so it won't matter. What matters is if Wreck Driver can get past him, but it just doesn't seem like he can. He's got one more sector. Oh, he can't turn the car. Fuel lights on. The pit road light is on, and Hayden. Oh, that's actually full throttle. Oh, they're just slipping and sliding everywhere. What's happening at the back here, maybe? Thought maybe GP Colin can make up some positions. Everybody's just so spread out in the back. And at the front, nearly led every lap, except for when they pitted under safety car and Porchy Dude took the lead away. But Ace Hayden in the Red Bull is going to win here in Singapore. And a 5-second time penalty for unserved. As I think the same was going to happen to Portudude, and Wreck Driver has taken over P2. So Portudude goes from leading after the safety car to finishing on the podium. Not a bad result, but it definitely could have been a lot better for him. Nicholas finishes in a great P4. Grim Reefer finishes in P5. GP Colin comes home P6. And as we wait for everyone else, Full Throttle will finish in P10. We'll get that out of the way, as he crossed the line just after the leaders did. So Glock picks up a time penalty. He's got some wing damage. Oh my goodness me. Hamilton's going to win the championship. I know people would have wanted me to say the joke, so I did. Glock finishes. I've lost it. I can't take it. Oh, I can't take it. I can't. No. It says he won the race. Oh my god, I don't know what to believe now. Is he on the podium? Oh my god! Oh my god, I'm crying right now. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I was just gonna say he comes home to finish at P8 and his name shoots up to the top of the timing table. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Oh yeah, with his 47-second best lap time, Glock 412 wins the Singapore Grand Prix for Tier 3. Yeah, and in all seriousness, Hayden wins. Wreck Driver P2. Oh, this is going to get really weird here. Portudude P3. Then Nicholas, Grim Reefer, GP Colin, and then I think it was Glock who finished in P8, actually. Then USGT, Hardman, Full Throttle, ZG5, Red Eye, Asylum, Tempora Zoom, Private Jet, and JJ, who unfortunately got disqualified, will be the finishing order. What an ending! What an ending to the Singapore Grand Prix. Oh my god, that's awesome. I don't know who we should get in for the interviews. Oh my god. Okay, so thanks Joe. Glock was 7th and was finishing was 8th. So yeah, Glock did finish 8th there. We'll see if anybody wants to get in for an interview. Okay, so I'm glad I wasn't the only one that was having that glitch, which is good. So we'll see if we can get these guys in the party real quick. I'd imagine Hayden has one. We'll see. Oh, he doesn't. Wow. Oh boy. Alright. I hope we're still live. I did get a warning. Or not a warning, but lost connection to server. So alrighty. So I don't think Wreck Driver is joining us, so we'll go ahead and get started. So Hayden walked away with the win, I believe, unless we're gonna give the win to the other guy. But it seemed like a pretty easy race for you. Had the lead off the start and then lost the lead during the safety car pit lane period. Did you think you lost the race at that point, or did you know that you would have the speed to get past Portudude and steal back the win?
I don't really know if I had the speed, but I got held up in the pits because I had to change my wing due to a second. I was like, what the hell? But yeah, I didn't really. I think I had the pace, but the hards felt alright. Yeah.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna get Wreck Driver in real quick. So I will ask Portudude a question because I know we won't hear him if I do. Alrighty, so got that done. Portudude came home in P2, and we'll talk about the safety car under the pit lane, I guess, again. You came out ahead of Hayden and Wreck Driver. Did you think you had the speed to win once you knew that you got ahead of these guys? Or did you think that you would have to defend for the position like you had to, and then ultimately you did lose the position?
Yeah, once I got in the lead, I was like, okay, I can just pretty much sit here because it's difficult to overtake at Singapore. And once I knew that I could just lead for a couple of laps, it was all good. But once I started to know that the rain was coming, it started to get harder and harder, and I lost the lead before that. So it was difficult to try and get back the lead, but it was a pretty good race, though.
Yeah, it's a great one to watch and commentate over. So we'll go to Wreck Driver, or it's actually Wreck Diver. I was saying it wrong the whole race. Oh, man. At least I got it right at the end of it. You didn't have, I don't believe you had any penalties this entire race. And there was a point where if you stayed where you were and you stayed close enough to both Hayden and Portudude, you could have won the race. But when the rain hit, it all just kind of seemed to fall apart. So if you think that the rain didn't come, did you think you had a chance to win?
Yeah, well, actually, I think I had a 3-second penalty, but
Okay.
the rain certainly didn't help because the second last lap, well, I was holding pretty close. Like, I was losing maybe about half a second a lap, but I would have been able to finish first. But then the second last lap, I lost the rears and I tried to avoid hitting the wall, so I lost like 5 seconds. And then from there on, it was just impossible to drive almost. So uh, then Porchy Dude passed me, and yeah, it was just not a great end to the race, but still managed to get on the podium.
I think podiums are good, especially since we only have like three races. Four races left. So any sort of podiums will help in the championship. So
Yeah.
with that, congrats to our three podium drivers, wreck diver. I'll get it right. I'll get it right sometime. Porchy Dude and Hayden. Tomorrow at same time, 7 Central, 8 Eastern will be Tier 2. And then on Sunday will be the EU Tier to wrap up the week of Singapore racing. And then we will get back racing with Tier 1 on Monday night at the beautiful Silverstone Circuit for round number 15. Any last words from you three to spark any sort of drama in the chat?
No, not really.
No, I don't have anything to say.
All right. So with that, we'll end the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope to see you guys next race, which should be tomorrow. Have a great week, everyone. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys next time.